It is just not passing blue mood. It is not a sign of weak personality. It is a problem wherein a person cannot pull himself together. And in medical terms, it is known as depression, a disorder or an illness which can affect the whole being of a person, taking into its clutches body, mood, and thoughts. Depression, disability, ill health, and sufferings are very likely to form a vicious circle in which one thing can lead to another so easily that all of them, at one point of time, are prone to overlap, meshed with each other, or even may get entangled together. The most common secondary condition associated with physical disability or chronic illnesses is depression. Though we may say that living with a disability is a challenge which we need to face bravely, but a fact that cannot be negated is that living with any kind of disability really is difficult. And it is from my personal experience, and I can bet on it. We might feel deprived of many things. There are many things that we don't get, or we don't claim our rights or reclaim them. There might be complexes due to deformed or disordered body image, low level of self-esteem, and lack of confidence can render a person weaker, as it puts us in a separate category, a category of have-nots. The things which are necessities for non-disabled people become luxuries for us. Coping up with changed conditions sometimes becomes difficult, and the feeling is natural. One may slowly start sinking down into sadness, and a sadness which may pull us down to the level of depression. Whether it is a bird with lost wings or a horse with a wounded leg, every species feels sad and lonely due to disability, and we should not negate that. But we humans are somewhat differently endowed. We have more resources, and these resources can prevent us from getting perished. We are blessed with a sense of optimism, which has capability to pull us out of that gloom of solitude. We can have positive outlook, which animals lack. Unfortunately, we sometimes fail to focus on the fact that we are at least able to breathe, live, and survive. A condition of depression forces us to focus on illness and inabilities, and it creeps in naturally due to the environment around us, people around us, and negativity refrains us from considering all the merits that we are as human species fortunate to have many things, many resources around us. We feel we have regressed and have become unproductive. There is a feeling of guilt even without having done anything wrong. Irritability in nature creeps in. We feel withdrawn and socially isolated. The stimuli which were pleasurable one time are not any more pleasurable to us. They do not stimulate us. And we tend to become self-deprecating, always indulging in brooding and regretting over what is missing rather than appreciating what is left. There is decrease in level of concentration and lack of interest in everything, almost everything. Even the drive for sex lowers down. Feeling of uncertainty and fear of unknown constantly hover around. Such kind of depression leads to aggravation of disabilities. Even if someone has no physical disability, depression may prove to be disabling. There is sluggishness and lethargy. One may also feel fatigued and exhausted all the time. There can be lack of energy, There can be mental blocks, and all these impose constraints on our physical exercises, our physical movement, flexibility. Thus, one gets trapped in the vicious circle of disability, leading to depression, and depression making the person all the more disabled. So, this shackle, this vicious circle, needs to be broken down. Otherwise, there can be a point of no return for us. People facing such a condition, they need to strengthen up their souls. They need to slow down and learn to relax. I too am learning to relax these days. There are thousands around, but a single treasured relationships can make the path bearable. We need to trust someone and open up. Failures, mistakes, and misfortunes can happen with anybody. Good times need to be cherished. We need to live in present and adapt to the situation. Anxieties and worries would only increase the disabilities. And unrealistic expectations, which can be there, they can worsen the situation. All we need is to participate and appreciate, irrespective of our losses. So, what I would like to say is that prevent yourself from wilting away. Don't wither like a flower. Remember, disability does not deprive us of our humanity. We still are complete human beings.